Welcome to the discussion section presentation by Jill, Boofy, and Julie. What is the purpose of the discussion section? It is considered to be the heart of the paper. Often, you will restate the question or purpose of the study. You will explain the implications of your findings by explaining what your results mean and what contribution your paper makes to the field of study. After answering a specific question with a specific answer, you need to describe how the answer is supported by your results. The scope of the discussion should then be broadened by describing how your results and your interpretation of the results are supported by, consistent with, or related to the results or evidence from other published studies. Toward the end of the discussion, the big picture should be considered. It is important to describe the contribution your study makes to the field and how your findings can be applied to existing and future studies. Recommend further research by stating what further research is needed and in relation to your study. An example is, further research is needed to solve this problem, and state the problem. For many readers, the most important information is not what your results show, but what your results mean. It's comparable to a closing argument in the courtroom. It's your closing argument of your research paper. It brings meaning to your paper, and the final sentence should provide a strong finish. Content typically included in the discussion section are your hypothesis of expected findings, an explanation of results, references to previous research which is directly related to your topic of study, a deduction of your results, and recommended further research needed to answer related questions to your topic of study. Some important tips are: be clear and concise and don't ramble. Be sure to clearly state, support, explain, and defend your answers. Discuss other important issues which are directly related to your topic. Irrelevant issues should be excluded, but be sure to give credit where credit is due. If you use previous research, be sure to cite it appropriately. Do not introduce new results in the discussion section. Only results listed in the results section of the paper should be discussed in this section. Acknowledge limitations of your study and any alternative explanations of your findings. Acknowledging limitations makes you look better because you have considered how the study could have been done better or differently. Recognizing alternative explanations shows that you have a good breadth of knowledge of the field and these factors that might have come into play throughout your experiments. It also allows a peer reviewer's discovery of them and the opportunity to point them out. Some general rules are: be concise and don't be repetitive. Say what you need to say without adding fluff. Avoid using jargon, as others reading the paper may not understand what you're talking about. Be logical in your stream of thought. Don't jump around in this section. It should flow smoothly. Use transition words and phrases to help the story read clearly. It helps the author to emphasize important points and helps the reader recognize a switch from one topic to another. Use subheadings to help organize the paper. Boofy and Jill are going to explain and relate the objectives of the discussion section to the sample research article. These are our references. Thank you.